Hey guys, my name is Mark with 24 Frames, and I wanted to do a product review on the SolidPod. The SolidPod is a Cfast adapter that lets you record to solid-state hard drives. The SolidPod is really ideal for long events or if you're recording a series of interviews where it would just be way too expensive to buy several 1 terabyte Cfast cards, and then the concern is, are they going to be reliable? I purchased a Samsung 1 terabyte hard drive on Amazon for $170. It's actually the one that SolidPod recommends. And that, with the cost of the SolidPod, that's under $500, and if we're comparing this to like an Angelbird 1 terabyte Cfast card, which isn't even really that reliable, it's already leaps and bounds cheaper. The first thing that I noticed when I opened the SolidPod case was it had all the accessories that I need to mount to my camera, which made it really nice, and I was really impressed with the small form factor. It's very rugged. It's built of some sort of strong either aluminum or steel. It doesn't require any external power. It's just powered right off the Cfast card slot. What's really neat is in the SolidPod kit they give you another mounting plate for a solid state hard drive. So if you wanted to work with two 1 terabyte Samsung hard drives, which would cost you less than $400, you could get up to 260 minutes of 4K RAW. That's pretty impressive. And there's really no shoot that I do where I would need to record longer than that. And a lot of times what I do is, I'm not necessarily delivering in 4K, but I make proxies in the Canon RAW program. That's a smaller file size, but it still looks really sharp compared to the 8-bit codec that the Canon C200 records to on the SD cards. The things that I was initially skeptical about with the SolidPod was just carrying another device around. I didn't want a big, bulky thing that's going to attach to my camera that's going to look like some sort of homemade option. The other thing I was concerned about was the Cfast door closing on a cable. Is it going to work? Is the door going to fling open and then the recording is going to stop? That would be devastating. I was kind of nervous at first, would this thing pop open, but I emailed the support at SolidPod, and they said they've not had any reports of the door flinging open, and I didn't have any issues with it. I've left it go for an entire day, and it stays closed. And the other thing is the cable is made of very strong Kevlar, so you're not going to have any issues with that cable getting pinched and causing issues with your recording. So I was just really impressed with the SolidPod kit. I feel like just emailing their support, they kind of alleviated all of the questions and concerns that I had for recording RAW long term, and I feel like I can trust this device, and really fortunate something like this is out there as an alternative to expensive Cfast cards.